Here's 3 things to do when it's time to change your career. Maybe you've sensed it. It's time for a shift in a new direction, a new season. How do you wrestle and sort through that? Here's the 3 things. First of all, find a mentor. Find a mentor in the career that you're heading towards. You can shadow that person, ask questions, and get a realistic picture of what that role and what that job looks like. So it's not just ideal, but it's factual. And that's going to help you discern if this is a good fit. The second thing to remember is keep paying the bills. And by that, as people explore a second career, sometimes it starts out as a hobby and you realize it's your passion, and then the door opens and you start to get paid for it, and maybe even part-time. And you're able to keep your first job and still work some on the side in your area of greater passion. But then eventually you're gonna make that shift and switch careers. It could involve going back to school. You might take a hit financially. It'll be worth it in the long run, but initially, think through the worst case scenario. Financially, keep paying the bills as you make the adjustment. Have a plan there that's specific, and even a budget can help. And the third area is that don't panic when there's a learning curve. It's going to take time. You're going to develop skills. It's going to become more familiar. Pretty soon you'll be doing things that initially you had to try so hard to learn, and now they're just natural. That's going to happen over time, so don't panic when it's difficult at first. In my life, there was a huge career change. I played professional soccer overseas, and because of an illness, that career was taken away. I was fighting for my life for a year. It took about 10 years to recover. In some ways, it was a brutal time because the door closed and I didn't know what the next step was. And some people make career changes out of pain and out of a closed door and out of necessity. It's not always that you just sit back and have this great idea and then step into it. But that adjustment, it's why I have a heart and a desire to care for people who are making career changes. And there were 3 things that stood out to me during that time as I shifted and became a pastor. First of all, it was incredible joy, and that's important when you're changing careers. The second is that there was a sense of compulsion, like I was made to do this, I need to do this. And third, there's a sense that this is bigger than me. In the career change, it really leads us to reliance on God and to prayer. And that prayer, you can pray these 2 things. God, please give me discernment or clarity. And second, God, please give me courage. Please give me clarity and courage. And you can pray that prayer now if you're in the middle of a career change or you're sensing that one's coming. And ultimately, the one who knows you the best is the one who made you, your maker. God loves you. He made you. And He's given you gifts and abilities, opportunities, resources. He will guide you. Trust Him. Surrender to Him, ask Him to lead you. And you know it, just like with an appliance, you go to the maker of the appliance to figure out how the appliance is designed. Well, we have a maker, and it's a personal relationship with Jesus. And God will guide you. He'll give you the clarity and courage that you need in your career change.